What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back here on Madden 25 once again, here for another rebuild, as today we'll be doing the team that lost last night on Thursday Night Football, that being the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks have a lot of great pieces, a lot to be excited about, so let's go ahead and jump in and rebuild the Seattle Seahawks and Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get right into the Seattle Seahawks roster. So Mike Macdonald, of course, is the brand new head coach. It is no longer Pete Carroll as well to go alongside that. But here's what you got going on. So you got Geno Smith as the QB with Sam Howell as the backup. Sam Howell is definitely someone they are probably excited about, I assume, in the future. As a Commanders fan, I like Sam Howell a lot. I think Eric Bieniemy had this man dropping back way too many times. I do believe Sam Howell could be a starter. I'm not sure he'll be a franchise guy. That remains to be seen, but I feel like with a balanced run game, he'll be pretty solid. And Geno Smith, I think, has started an interception on every single game. I'm not sure if that's going to lead them to change to Sam Howell or not, but they might believe in Sam Howell going forward. We'll see. I don't know if I can confidently start him in today's video because he's a normal development 68 overall, but you have Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Tyler Lockett, JSN. You have DK Metcalf, Noah Fant, Lucas, Charles Cross, Connor Williams. A lot to be excited about on this offense side of the ball. On the defense side of the ball, you have some pieces here as well with Nwosu. You have Boy Maffei, you have Jerome Baker, you got Jonathan Hankins, Jermont Jones, Leonard Williams. Devin Witherspoon, of course, is the shining star over on the defense. Tariq Woolen's also really solid. So a lot to like here. This team is 3-3 on the season, though, thus far. So we're going to go ahead and select the rest of year number one after they have just lost to San Francisco, and we will find out how this team finishes out. So unfortunately for us, at the end of the season, we finish up at 7-10. Clearly, that's not going to be good enough to make the playoffs. So there definitely needs to be some movement this offseason. Geno Smith maybe shouldn't be the guy going forward. 7-10 is just unacceptable for a team trying to be a postseason playoff team. You have DK, you have Lockett. There's a lot to like on this offense and on the defense. So being a 7-10, like I said, is unacceptable, and we got to make sure we are going to improve this offseason. Let's take a look at the end of the season stats. So offense was 8th in the NFL, so that's good to see at least. And on the defense side of the football, 16th. So nothing to, Geno Smith 29-12. So he actually had a really solid season, but still probably will move on from him. 1,013 from Kenneth Walker, not bad there either. DK had 1,000 yards, JSN 700, and then Lockett with 1,000 as well. On the defense side of the football, you had 3 interceptions from Jerome Baker. You had 2 from Dodson. You had 2 from Julian Love, 2 from Tariq Woolen. And then sacks, you only had 8 from Leonard Williams, 8 from Jermont Jones. So 4 from Boy Maffei, 4 from Derek Hall. So not too bad, but of course there is some improvement that is needed. So let's get straight into the offseason. And right now it says we only have $8 million in cap space. I don't know if that will remain the situation, because if that is the case, yeah, we only have $8 million in cap space. So clearly we don't have a lot of money to work with here. So we got Charles Cross, which is a 5th-year option, which we'll accept. Jerome Baker's a free agent who I think has been solid for Seattle. Connor Williams. And then, yeah, there definitely is a few pieces I want to bring back here, but only $8.5 million in cap space makes me kind of wonder who's making all the money here. So let's go to team salaries and see if there's any obvious cuts here. So savings wise, Geno Smith, you could save $28 million. You could cut DK and save 22, and then you could save 20 by cutting Tyler Lockett. And then there's Jermont Jones for 16. Yeah, clearly we might make some moves here. So let's go ahead and start with cutting Geno Smith. Appreciate his services. He is up to star development, so we could continue to start him, but I just think this is probably the best thing to move going forward. $28 million cap space to free that up, and we could probably just draft somebody instead. I am debating on cutting Lock. I don't think I'll cut Lockett. I think trading him for at least something would probably be the better move. And I might cut Jermont Jones as well, just to save another $16 million. So that's what we'll do. So we'll cut Jermont Jones, we'll cut Geno Smith, and we'll save quite a bit of money there. That will give us the option to re-sign some of the guys I see here. So that gives us about $52 million in cap space to work with. That's plenty enough to re-sign some guys and then probably sign some guys in free agency. So I didn't want to start with Connor Williams here. I did want to bring him back if possible, so he's going to stick around. Jerome Baker is kind of the same thing. If we can get him back as well, that'd be nice, and he will come back as well. And I think that might be it. Dodson, I don't mind. If we can get him back, we can go ahead and try to grab him as well. And he's going to test free agency, so no big deal. $33 million of cap space, so that'll probably be all we can really do. And now we'll go into free agency, trying to figure out what's next for this roster. And then free agency, of course, usually is underwhelming in Madden, which sucks because obviously I would love to go out there and splurge a little bit and some free agents, but it just usually isn't there. So Sam Howell is the quarterback, and low-key, if we are stuck with Sam Howell being the starter, it doesn't kill me. I think I'd roll with that and just be fine and just kind of see what happens. Like I said, this team traded for Sam Howell. They traded a third to get him. I know there's more involved in that trade, but they definitely have to be intrigued by him. So maybe he'll eventually be the starter. We'll see. Lockett, JSN, DK will run with for another year. So the offense side of the ball, I don't see me doing too much other than maybe a guard if we wanted to go that direction. On the defense side of the football, we got Julian Love up to superstar. Woolen, Devin Witherspoon are still fantastic. We got Byron Murphy. We got Young. So maybe a D tackle would be something to be interested in it, and a middle linebacker. So let's go take a look if any of that is in free agency. Usually there isn't a ton of that though. So let's see what we got. So we got Justin Simmons, who at this point is probably not going to be someone to go for. We have Chase Young, which is interesting. We did just cut Dramont Jones. We have Leonard Williams still, but Chase Young definitely becomes intriguing. Amari Cooper, Ryan Kelly, Justin Reed. Strong 28-year-old Justin Reed is interesting, but we do have Rashawn Jenkins there. But I don't mind the idea of Justin Reed. We might go for him. Middle linebacker, we could bring Bobby Wagner back to Seattle, but he'll retire after one season anyway. We could just bring Dodson back. And then there's corners. We got not a whole lot of options. Like Byron Murphy wouldn't be too bad to go for. So I'll go for Byron Murphy to try to bring a third corner in the building if he wants to come over to Seattle. And then we're going to go try to... What about D tackles? Not a lot of good D tackles here. I don't mind bringing back Bobby Wagner to Seattle. I really love him in Washington right now, but I'll give him a deal to see if he wants to come back. And then I don't mind the idea of going after Justin Reed. I don't know if we'll be able to get him, but I'm going to try anyway. So we'll see if we can land him, and that will be the free agency class that we go for. So that's going to be 3 negotiations we've started. Justin Reed, we're not in on. Bobby Wagner and Byron Murphy, we are in on. So let me go off my best offer to Justin Reed and see if we can convince him to come to Seattle. I don't know if we'll be able to, but Reed, Bobby Wagner, Byron Murphy, those are the 3 offers. We'll see if we get them on the defense, and we do get all 3. That is massive. So we're going to get Justin Reed, and I love that. So just like that, defense becomes a lot better. Mike McDonald's, of course, the defensive coordinator from Baltimore, so that gives him a little bit more pieces to work with on his defensive side of the football. So that feels great. Bobby Wagner back to Seattle. D tackle is definitely becoming a massive need. We get Byron Murphy. We get Justin Reed with Julian Love. So I like that a lot. So I'm going to go into draft night now. We need a D tackle. We need a quarterback. So let's go see if we can get that in the draft. So we will be picking at number 9. So we'll be interested to see who is on the board left available to us. So at number 9, you are going to have Carson Beck and Quinn Ewers go off the board. So we have all quarterback boards, or all quarterback options on the board, and a D tackle just went off the board. Mason Graham would have been awesome here as well. We got Quashad Judkins, which we're not going to take a, we're not taking a running back, of course. We could take a corner. Denzel Burke, I know, is a solid corner. Loveland, Will Campbell. So there is some interesting options here for defense. But if I'm going simply team need, you do have Shedeur Sanders. You do have Jalen Milroe. So I kind of wanted to draft Quinn Ewers or Carson Beck today because I've not gotten them before. I have gotten Shedeur and Milroe in videos before, but I think I got to take a quarterback here no matter what. We don't really have that right now, so I will go ahead and draft Shedeur Sanders with number 9. He'll be the quarterback. He'll be playing with DK. He looks phenomenal as always. So Shedeur, welcome to Seattle. Number 29 true value, and we got him at number 9. So like I said, man, we needed a quarterback, so take Shedeur Sanders. Really wanted to change it up to take Beck or Ewers, but unfortunately they both went. So we're going to go draft in round 2 now and kind of see what we got going on here. So in round 2, I would preferably like to take a D tackle here because we kind of massive gap there right now. We do have one on the board. He's a little bit down the board right now, but we also could take a wide receiver if we wanted to. Ashton Jeanty is here, who's just been phenomenal for Boise State. But Jaleel Smart out of UCF. We got B finesse move, B power moves. This would give us our 2 needs here. So I will go ahead and take Jaleel Smart here, bring him into Seattle. Number 55 true value, draft him at 41. Normal dev only, but he still is going to be a starter there nonetheless. So welcome to Seattle. So we got our 2 needs. We drafted for need, maybe not best overall talent, which is usually not the best direction to go in, but not mad at it. We'll make this last pick in round 3 and kind of let the assistant Jim take care of the rest. So we do have some wide receivers on the board, which I do want to take one of them because I don't know if we'll be keeping Lockett after this season. So Nathan Powell out of, he looks terrible, so no thank you to him. We got Marsh. Let's see what he's looking like. He looks bad too. So none of these guys look intriguing so far. What about Jim, or not? I already looked at you. Let's go look at the other guy, please. All right, so Morris Cook out of Wyoming. We got C catching. Still not very good, but this is round 3, so maybe we're not going to be getting like a top end talent. We could take a tight end, I guess, or something along the lines, or we can look at him. Or maybe we come down here to Josh Allen out of A catching traffic. Beast bet catch. Sure, why not? I'll take Josh Allen here. He'll be the new guy. Number 78 true value, normal development. So unfortunately, doesn't look like the best class so far. But that will be our draft. I'll let my assistant GM take care of the rest, and we'll get into year number 2 with Shedeur Sanders leading the way. So getting into this lineup for year number 2, let's go take a look at it, shall we? So of course, we generate best lineup. Shedeur will be the starting quarterback with Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, our tight end ended up being a 71 overall, and then JSN, of course, as well. Charbonnet is also a superstar, which is great to see that. On the defense side of football, our D tackle was a 74 overall, so again, not too bad. He was our second round pick. Witherspoon, Byron Murphy, Justin Reed, Tyreek Woolen. I'm expecting big things this year. Obviously, I'm expecting to be a playoff team, hopefully. So let's see if we can change the scheme for both sides of the ball. So offensively, we can be a 75, and defense, if we could just be like maybe a base 3-4, I assume that would be pretty good. Yeah, base 3-4 ends up being a 92%, so we'll run with that, and we'll simulate this season, and we'll see how things go. Hopefully, we're a playoff team. I think we definitely have the expectations of that, so we'll see if that ends up being the case or not. And just like that, we do end up making the playoffs at 10-7 on the season, which is fantastic to see. If we take a look at the player stats, you had offensively being 13th in the NFL, so that's great. Top 15 offense, I'll take that. And defensively, top 12, so both sides of the ball were top 15, which is great. Shedeur, 31-16. Kenneth Walker, 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns. Shedeur added 250 on the ground as well. Lockett was our leading receiver, 1,300 yards, 1,100 from DK, and 700 from JSN. On the defense side of the football, sacks-wise, you had 9 from Byron Murphy, 6 from Nwosu, 5.5 from Boy Maffei, and then 5 from Jalil Smart. And interceptions, Devin Witherspoon, what a season he had. 9 interceptions on the season. I can only imagine he is, well, I mean, if he'll be a superstar after the season, if I had to guess. But let's go ahead and jump into our first playoff game of the video. We get to play the Giants, who just beat the Seahawks, I think, last week or whatever. So let's go see if we can get some revenge, I guess. Let's jump in and see if we can beat the Giants in round 1, as we do have home field advantage here. So Shedeur Sanders' first playoff game, we jump in with the ball. Let's see if we can come out here and win this game. So we will get an interception, and we're only going to go up 3-0. Okay, and we will go up 10-0 now. So the Giants are going to respond with a field goal. Let's see if we can come out here and not allow them to tie it up, and we will have a very slow game so far. The Giants will kick another field goal, and we got an interception. We get another field goal on the board. It is a very low-scoring game thus far, but we do take a nice little lead here. It's 14-20. Hopefully we go score here, and we will get a field goal on the board. That should be enough, and that will be your ball game. We can just kneel this out, and we're going to the next round. Just gotta make sure no crazy business happens, because man, sometimes I feel like Madden would be weird, but you know, we're gonna just kneel this out. 21 seconds on the clock. We're moving on to the next round. So now we find ourselves on the road going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So this one's going to be a little bit tougher, of course. So let's even come out here, and we're going to have to put more points on the board if I had to guess. Last round was low scoring. We need to be better than that. And so far, this is slow scoring too, I guess. Defense is slowing things down, but our offense is not putting points on the board, which is going to be... It's looking like it might be 0-0 at half, which is crazy. Okay, so we get a touchdown on the board. I mean, are we really going to... I mean, I can't say that just yet, unless, okay, 10-0. Defense is really slowing down teams in the playoffs, though, thus far. So, and if 17-3, are we really going to make the NFC Championship just like that in year 2 already? Wow, 17-3. We beat the Buccaneers. Our defense is playing out of their minds so far, it looks like. Only allowed 3 points in this game. Baker Mayfield only threw for 113 yards. Man, what a bad game from him. 17-3. It was ugly. Last round felt pretty ugly too, but hey, we're headed to the NFC Championship, so whatever works, I guess. So now we find ourselves on the road against the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship. These two teams have met up before here. So let's see if we can come out here and do what we've done so far, slow them down on defense and score on offense, although our offense hasn't been doing like anything too crazy. So let's see, and we're throwing interception to start the game. Not a great start, but we will respond with a touchdown. Green Bay responds with their own touchdown, and can we come out here and... No, Green Bay is going to go up 2 possessions. All right, so their defense looks like we've been moving the ball on them. Can we tie it up? No. What about now? And we will go... nope, not tie it up. It's 70-28. So we got to score fairly quickly here, and we do just that. They score very quickly too, though. It's 25-35. Defense doesn't get a stop here, so this is the first time this game... or first playoff game we've seen that has felt high scoring. So let's even come out here and get a touchdown on the board very quickly. I'm going to try to throw a dot up to DK. screw it. I'm going to go to him and see if he can come down with this. I mean, he's a big boy. Unfortunately, not going to happen. 45 played good defense on that. So, not too mad. Didn't work out. I took a shot, man. It didn't work. Okay. Lockett, DK, JSN going up the seam. Let's see if I can get anything going here. I'm just gonna take Kenneth Walker underneath. That's not gonna get any yards, but it looked like I was about to get sacked. So Packers take away today, season ranking number 2. So we haven't turned the ball over too much, but that first turnover was costly, I think. I mean, you know, it really hurt us. So now we're gonna go to seam F angle and see if I can find Kenneth Walker for a first down or Fant maybe. We'll see what happens. All right, so I think we got K9 for a first down, and we will get the first down. So that's massive. We needed that in the worst way possible. So get the first down here, and now we gotta try to put this in the end zone as soon as possible because we do have all 3 timeouts, so that's what we got going for us right now. But scoring fast as possible would be the right move. So I am gonna try to hit JSN here. That's gonna be a very... Did he catch that? Holy moly, he caught that. That was a very dangerous pass, but it worked out. I didn't notice the safety until it was too late. But hey, he came down with it. That's all that matters. I'm gonna throw JSN on a go route. I don't know if this is gonna work out, but I do kind of like it. I have Noah Fant, though, in the corner, so I'm going to take that. Dot so far from Shador. All right, we got to get this in the end zone, and we got to get a stop on defense, and then we'll have a chance, man. All right, here we go. 2 minutes left. What's going on? Are they challenging that play? There's no way he didn't catch that. What are we challenging, bro? Why on earth did you challenge that? Okay, so he caught that. No doubt in my mind that he caught that. I don't want to play action this. Let's just go verticals and see if we can find someone in the end zone here. I'm just going to take the underneath with Kenneth Walker. Give me a block, Noah Fant. I'm going to get out of bounds. Although it's 2-minute warning, so it really didn't matter. I probably could have just turned up field instead. All right, flood switch. Always like these zig routes, but that one's a little too outside. Am I crazy to run the ball here? Yeah, I am. We gotta preserve as much time as possible. All right, so let's see if I can get DK in the end zone. I got DK. That's wide open. Butt naked open. All right, so all we need to do now is get a stop on defense, which is obviously easier said than done. But let's see what happens. So we're going to slow this down, and let's go slow, I guess. And let's see if our defense get a stop. 2nd and 4 right now. So we've already used one of our timeouts. All right, defense, I need you to lock in. And we're going to get a TFL. That's a great start. Okay, call our 2nd timeout, 3rd and 4. All right, man. Just need another stop, and we got a chance to get the ball back to go tie it up or win the game. They're going to hand it off again. Please get them. Nope, that's going to be your ball game. We get to the NFC Championship, but that is it. That's all she wrote. That's heartbreaking, man, but that was only year 2. It is what it is. Let's get into the offseason, I guess. That's heartbreaking. I thought we might go to the Super Bowl in year 2. That would have been wild, but unfortunately, not the case. So getting straight into the offseason, we have $124 million in cap space. Of course, let's try to re-sign as many players as possible. So DK Metcalf is where this is all going to start. I know Lockett's a free agent as well, and Shador seemed to really like throwing to him. So since we're pretty much at our Super Bowl window, I think we're pretty much going to re-sign everybody and try to add some because we are very close to the Super Bowl there. Witherspoon, that's an obvious fit, accepting the 5th-year option. Same thing on JSN. Lockett is here. Boy Maffei is here. I mean, I think Lockett's here. No, Lockett. Okay, he is here. So, yeah, these are all guys I want to re-sign. I want to keep everybody kind of here if possible. So, Boy Maffei is coming back. That's great. Abraham Lucas, I want to bring him back as well. I'm trying to keep this team together as much as possible. So, that looks good. Tariq Woolen, 88 overall. Yeah, no doubt in my mind we bring him back. No brainer. So he'll come back. So far, we've not missed out on anybody. Noah Fant, I mean, we did draft somebody. Rayshawn Jenkins as depth is fine, I guess. I'll give him like a 1-year deal. He'll come back. All right. And then Noah Fant. I mean, sure, why not? We have Josh Allen. Actually, well, Lockett, I do want to bring back too. I don't know if he'll accept a small... Okay, he's going to test free agency. So when we get Lockett back. Noah Fant, I'll give him like the most... Yeah, I'll give him the most basic offer. So we have $31 million in cap space going in now. Bobby Wagner, also free agent, but I think it's probably better we go in a different direction there as well. I'll bring my punter back, even though, you know, whatever. So, all right. $28 million, not a whole lot to work with. So let's get into free agency, and let's just get the best players we could possibly get. I just saw on the right side, it said Olave is not coming back, so I don't know if that would actually be the case if he's here in free agency, but getting Olave would be intriguing. You know, kind of reforming him with JSN would be fun, but... Shador's a superstar. Kenneth Walker, superstar. DK Metcalf, X Factor. We already knew that. So offense looks good to me. I'm not really worried about anything other than a third wide receiver there. Middle linebacker becomes the main need here, and that's like the only thing. So middle linebacker and a wide receiver. Other than that, I'm chilling with everything we have. So let's go take a look and see what is in free agency. So middle linebacker and a wide receiver. Let's see if that's even here. So Andrews, Purdy, DeMarcus Lawrence, Adofaway, Martin Emerson, and of course, that's just not really here. So a third wide receiver is definitely here. We can definitely get somebody here. So Wan'Dale Robinson doesn't sound too bad. So I'll start with Wan'Dale Robinson being the third wide receiver. We just need a third guy, and Robinson's a pretty solid wide receiver in his own right. So Robinson, if we get him, would be a great start. And then middle linebacker. We have guys here, but I kind of want to just go for it. Like, looks like we're kind of a Super Bowl contending team. So Wan'Dale Robinson doesn't accept our offer just yet. What about now? And he does come to Seattle. All right. I'm going to go see if I can trade for middle linebacker. Normally, I would never send this many draft picks. We're really only trading a second round pick. A lot of these other draft picks are kind of late. I mean, fourth rounders are still valuable as well. But we're basically going all in on next season. So normally this is not a trade I would do, but it seems like I didn't want to trade a first round pick to get Devin Lloyd. But Devin Lloyd, the reason why we got him is he's only 27 still. He's cheap and he's a superstar development player already. So that is why we went for him. That is going to give us our final piece on the defense side of football. So we're going to just go straight into next season. I'm not even going to worry about the drafts because we just traded our second round pick. Oh, I just realized Julian Love is a superstar X factor, by the way. So a lot to like on this defense. Offensively, a lot to like as well. So we're going to get into next season. We're going to hope next year we can make the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl this time around. So at the end of this season, we finish up at 12-5. I thought for a second we didn't make the playoffs, but we did. We have the bye. So we don't even have to worry about wild card weekend, which is fantastic. So we've taken a look at the offense. Offense was 9th in the NFL. Love to see that. Top 10 offense. On the defense side of the football, we were top 5. So second in the NFL, 27-7. Kenneth Walker, amazing season, 600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 1,000 from DK, almost 1,000 from JSN, 780 from Wan'Dale Robinson. On the defense side of football, sacks-wise, Boy Maffei was great. Byron Murphy was also great. He continues to be fantastic. Leonard Williams with 9, and then you had 4 from Tariq Woolen, 2 from Devin Lloyd, 2 from Baker, 2 from Byron Murphy. So no interceptions from Devin Witherspoon. Very interesting. But let's go ahead and get into the divisional round, and we'll see who we get to play. So we have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, which is great. Let's see who it's going to be in the first round. It is going to be the Minnesota Vikings, who come in at 9-8. So hopefully we can take them out. We'll find out. We'll see what happens. Let's jump straight into the second round, or I guess, yeah, the second round of the playoffs. So JJ McCarthy is in fact starting for the Minnesota Vikings. It looks like at this point. We start off with the football, and let's see if we can come out here. We come up 7-0. Vikings will respond with their own touchdown. We will respond with our own as well. It is 14-7 so far, and we will go up 21-7. So that's a great start. 14-21. So the Minnesota Vikings are not backing down, and they tie the game up. We got to go score, and we do. 21-28. Their response: our defense is not getting stops, but our offense is scoring. We need our defense to step up. They're 135. All right, that looks good. And we get an interception, and that should be all she wrote. And that will be your ball game. So we're going to the NFC Championship. We were just there last year. Very high scoring affair compared to last year. Last year felt like very low scoring. That coach looks so auto-generated. It's not even funny. But let's go ahead, get into the next round, and let's go find out who we get to play. So this time we're going to be welcoming in the New Orleans Saints. So hopefully we can come out here and actually win this time in the NFC Championship. Back-to-back years of being in the NFC Championship. New Orleans, we start off with the football. Let's see if we can go score on our first drive. We do. It's 7-zip. We get a stop on defense, and we are going to allow them to decide the game. 7-7, and we will get an interception. Sack. Let's see what else we got going on, and we will go up 14-7. New Orleans gets a field goal, and they will take the lead after half. We got to go respond, and we do. It's a tie game. 24-17, we need a response, and we get a field goal on the board, but the Saints will go up 27-20. There's 2 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock. Try to go win this game. Let's go see if we can win it, man. It is going to be a very close one here. Wan'Dale Robinson, JSN, DK on some nice little routes, and we got Kenneth Walker and Noah Fant. So let's see what else we can do here. I'm going to go to DK. I actually think DK might have burned his man, but this might be overthrown. No, it's not. DK reaches out, and that is going to give us a massive first down. Great start to this drive, and we will just run it in with Kenneth Walker from here. Now, this might take us to the 2-minute warning, but at least we'll tie the game. So, yeah, that takes us to the 2-minute warning. I mean, at least I assume we'll tie the game, of course. We got to do that step first. So, We'll go start with halfback dive. We'll try to run it in probably all 3 times. K9 has had a great season, unless if I just gain like no yardage here. And we're going to get, about maybe a yard or 2 there. He hasn't had a great day on the ground so far, so I'll run it again. Maybe we could pitch this one and see if that results in anything. So we're going to go to crack toss, see if I can find the edge. So let's see if we can get something there. They give me the edge, give me a block, and we're going to get in the end zone. Okay. 27. I assume we kick the extra point. We tie it, and they will. Okay, 34-27. Not great. So we got to go tie it here with no timeouts. This will not be easy, but here we go. 34-27. I'm going to look for Josh Allen on the outside to get him out of bounds. We'll see if I can avoid getting sacked here. So I'm just going to take B underneath. That's not going to give me much, and it actually becomes incomplete, which works better. Anyway, so I'm glad that was incomplete. All right, let's try this same route on the other side of the field. JSN going out, Noah Font. We'll see if I can get something going here. It's just it's well guarded. I'm just gonna throw this. I just don't see anything. Maybe I could have thrown it to JSN there. I was not looking downfield. That's my fault. All right, so we're gonna go 4 verts. One of my favorite, basic. This is one of your basic Madden plays. I do like the press coverage on the outside of Wando Robinson, but not a guy I'd usually throw the ball up to, but we'll see what pops up here. I'm going to test it. Wando Robinson looks like he has his man beat. He does. Wow. Holy moly. That's on Lattimore. That was pretty massive. We needed that. So Wando Robinson comes up clutch, and we're going to go to overtime. We get an interception in overtime, so it looks like all we need to do is get this ball in field goal range, and we've won the game. So this could be our ticket to the Super Bowl. Let's run the ball to start this drive. I like the idea of feeding K9 here. So let's see. Can you give me a block 75? Nope. That's going to be about a 5-yard gain, though. We'll take that. 4 yards, I guess, rather. All right. So let's go boot slide, and let's see if we can get a nice little first down to JSN maybe here or something like that. I think we got JS. No, we got to wait on it. Maybe I got JSN on the outside, and that is going to be a first down. Had to really be patient with that route. They had that nicely guarded, but it's going to work out. All right. First down. And now we just got to punch this to the end zone, or, like I said, kick a field goal. I'm going to look for JSN, and I think I might have had JSN. I'm just going to throw this out of bounds, though. I hesitated on that route. I kind of feel like I could have thrown that there, but I didn't. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come back to the same exact play. I like what I've seen so far. All right, let's see if I can hit. I'm just going to take the underneath with K9 here. Let's get some yardage here. 3rd and 6. Go no huddle here. Let's keep them on their toes, and we're going to go to the same exact play. I'm going to look for K9 or Noah Font for a first down. I think we have K9 for a first down. So let's take the first down. Let's reset the chains, of course. That's going to get us a field goal range, so that's what we needed in the worst way possible anyway. That's going to give us field goal range, which is what we wanted, and now we can kind of probably just get closer. I'm going to start this one with just running Kenneth Walker here, and I like the front we're looking at right now. Give me a block, and we should be able to go. Not a massive gain like I wanted it to be, but we'll take it. We'll go same play on the other side, halfback base, and we'll see if we can just continue to run this ball. But at the end of the day, we're in field goal range, and that's going to give us another first down. We're inside the 10-yard line now, and I'm probably just going to run this until I get him in the end zone at this point. Because, yes, we could just kick the field goal right now, but we have Charbonnet, who is really solid as well. So if we can get the game-winning touchdown, which I think we will, and that will be our ball game, we're headed to the Super Bowl. Let's go. And for the final chapter of this video, it is the Super Bowl. And if you guessed who we're playing, you probably already know who it is. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, of course. So let's come out here and see if we can beat the Chiefs. We start off with the football, and we will score a field goal on our first drive. We get a stop, and they go up 9-3. Did they just get a safety on us? It looks, I don't know what just happened, or they missed the extra point. I don't know. It's 16-10 though. And we will have this is a very weird score right now. 19-17, 26-17 in the first half. We got a score on this possession, 26-20, 34-20. It's not looking good for us. Yeah, we're down 21. We got a score on this drive. It's just not going to happen. And we get to the Super Bowl, but unfortunately, we're going to fall short of winning a championship in today's video. The Kansas City Chiefs will beat us 48-20. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. It was a fun one. We got Seattle to the Super Bowl, but we fall short of our goal. I'm going to end it on that note. I'll see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.